to just hit start on something that is not new to me is wild. Okay, that's better. You just saw in real time how I could lose it all and then ground it all back in seconds. And my face is so dry, I could barely talk. Spirit is so dope, and that's why I'm here. I'm here because why not share in everything that Spirit wants me to share, everything Spirit has been telling me, and yeah, whatever. It is Wednesday, July 2nd. It's my baby brother's solar return. It's his birthday. He's 31. He's coming around from that, what is it, that Saturn return era? Oh my God, my poor baby. Because to know Saturn returns and then to watch somebody you really love kind of move through that space, you always just want to be like, just hold on. Just hold on. It's the death and the rebirth you need. Just hold on. But you know, in the middle of somebody's turmoil, I don't know if that's the word, but in the middle of somebody's stress life, the last thing they want to hear is, God said. It's the last thing. It's the last thing. So I've just been quietly trying to encourage him from the sidelines. Happy birthday, baby brother, if you were to ever look at this. Right now I'm sitting down at my vanity. This is where I get clear on myself, get clear on my messages from Spirit. It's very much a daily ritual of mine, whether I'm just coming here to put on some collagen and moisturizer, or to record, to pull a card, to get away from everybody. This is the space. This week, or last week, we had the Capricorn full moon. A doozy. For me, honestly, a full moon is always what I'm gonna kind of reference as a doozy, because they're just so powerful, and they come in like, if you didn't know, now you know, we have arrived. And that's, yeah, a full moon, it always does that to me. A full moon almost quite literally always brings on my menstrual cycle. So yeah, I typically feel all of the feels of a full moon, and depending on where it is, what house, what zodiac symbol it is traveling through, is how I feel that doo-wop in my body. So my body wanted rest. It still is craving rest. It's asking me to look at my day-to-day routines and what stays, what goes. Capricorn is my 9th house / 10th household sign, and it is very much how I show up in the world. It's my career, it's my voice, and using that voice to give that divine message. So it's really just shown me how all work, and no rest will burn me out. It has also put a huge highlight on why is it imperative for me to be visible and successful in business now. I'm a big adult, big 37-year-old adult. So Capricorn comes back and says, hey, don't forget you have these real adult-like responsibilities, and how are we going to now navigate through that life, or just through life, knowing that, keeping that at the forefront right now. And what better time What better time? Because as you can see, last week, Jupiter stepped into Leo. And again, the energy that it's bringing to me is step forth. Your light. Your light will bring expansion and growth and all of those blessings and repetitions you have been praying for. So here I am, being present. Here I am recording for YouTube so that I'm visible within my career. And if I'm honest, in my body, in my nervous system, I get jolts of feeling like, come on, we can do this. We can do it just one step at a time, forward motion. And if you have the luxury of being in relationship with me, in friendship with me, in community with me, I'm telling you the same thing, like forward motion. It's cool, we got this forward motion. But I think behind that egotistical push, there is a very scared, emotional self that still exists. And that self, can you see the tears swelling up in my eyes? The tears is just, it's new, it's different, it's scary. I've known for years that my voice should be heard in front of other people. It's not a voice to be trapped, held on to behind closed doors. And everything in this body has neglected that. Is that the word? Or run from it or turn the other way. Like, you sure? Maybe I could just do this thing over here and I'd still be in purpose. Or maybe I could go and do this thing and I'm still using my voice. And Spirit has every time said, no, no, that's not what we require of you. Nice try. We'll try again. So knowing all of that, feeling all of that, I'm no longer resisting. Although today I woke up like, nah, fuck that. Go make all those Substack posts private and delete this person in private. And it's just like, ultimately, it's just a narrative that I've been telling myself of wanting to hide and to mask. And I remember speaking with someone early in the week, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, actually. My time is running together. And it was just admitting to myself that like masking, hiding, and I don't mean like emotional masking or hiding. I'm simply talking about something that I can do to allow my voice to project and be seen in front of others. It's not even a second nature. It's like a first nature to just run and do it with somebody, or allow somebody to step ahead of me. Like, oh, you're the expert. You go. This is your lane. I'm here for support. I'm moral support. And nothing about what Spirit, God, my spiritual team, my ancestors, my inner self, my higher self, nobody has asked me to hide. Nobody has asked me to be moral support for the next person. Everyone on this team is saying the stage is set for you to take the place that you need to take. And I am open to receiving that. I am open to sitting in that. And I am here to stand and project my light. One quote that I don't know who wrote, but shout out to you, because I've been saying it over and over and over today. How does one, this is the quote, how does one convince the sun that she is in fact the sun when there's quite literally nothing to compare her to? And it's like, damn, think about it. Yeah, there's other stars in the sky. There's a gazillion. Who knows? Somebody tell me. I don't know the number. But the sun is the sun. It's not the sun and. The sun when she's working with. The sun who morally supports the next star. The sun is simply the sun. And she shows up every single day just being thyself. And in being thyself, what does the sun do? The sun is nourishment for hundreds of thousands, millions of souls. The earth beings, as humans, the animals, the birds, the insects. We all need the sun to show up. We are dependent upon the sun showing up and shining its light. The things here on earth grow, they sustain life because the sun shows up every day. And it's like, even on the days where we cannot physically see the sun, or the skies aren't super bright and shiny, we still know that the sun showed up in purpose. So repeating that and nailing it into my psyche helps me to realize that in one way or another, I am representation of the sun in my world. And regardless of what everything and anything else looks like, I got one purpose. And that one purpose affects everything and everybody else around me in the way it was designed to affect. Some flowers burn in the sun. Some grow mighty and strong. If you take nothing else from this 13-minute rant, it is to encourage yourself to be like the sun. To be like the sun. All right, Spirit. Go ahead and give me a little card. You hear that? A little card to give to the collective. I've been in my card bag lately, baby, and the same cards. You hear that? The same cards. They just keep coming out, and it's just further confirmation from those who I'm in divine unionship with. The time is now. It's not later. The time is now. You had time to play. It's not playtime. It's business time. It's Capricorn time for me. 9th house, 10 houses. Career. So let's go. Let's get into it. All right, Great Spirit, help me sum up the reading and the cards that you have let loose on us so that we could tie this message together for those who feel linked and drawn to the message that I have to deliver. My husband hates the way I shuffle cards. He said, you shuffle them cards like you want them to fall out. No, I don't, buddy. Victory and success at the bottom of the deck. At the end of the day, baby. At the end of the day, it will be victory and success. Look at this. Like, you can't. First card to pop out. Like, this, before like the season in life, this card never came out of this deck. This card is coming out of the deck almost every draw. Light. In the traditional tarot, this card is the Sun card. After the light card came out, solar plexus popped out. What that look like? What that look like to you? That yellow energy, that sun energy. And then we got solitude. Solitude. And without even going deep into my book, which I can, I'll pull it because I'm sure that there's a message somewhere for somebody. But already knowing, like, you have to shine your light. You got to step up in purpose. We talked about this already. It's yours. It's yours. Let it shine. Let it shine. And how do you shine? Connecting with your solar plexus. Being creatively you. Authentically you. Solitude. So I want to put these two together because another message that I have that's been heavy on me that I've been applying, and I want to tell everyone who feels connected to this frequency, get into solitude so that you can really allow your solar plexus chakra to ignite and be creative in an authentic way to you. Because right now, in the current day, it's really, 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 really expensive to have solitude. It is. The good kind. Self-driven solitude. Because that solitude, I'm gonna put these cards down and finish my makeup because I also gotta go. That solitude will allow you to quiet everything else around you. Everything around us is loud, active, moving quickly, okay? And very rarely do we quiet out the noise. And I think what I've noticed is that what people think as originality, as their creativity, as their purpose, it's really getting doused out. It's getting watered down by watching everything that everybody else around you is doing. Scrolling Instagram every 30 minutes of an hour. All in threading every thought that you have, or Xing, whatever these platforms are called, okay? Willing to show everything that spirit has shown you to the world. Everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. There are things that are just for you and God. And then how do you hear God? How do you hear your spiritual team when you are constantly tapped into everything else everybody else is doing? I'll wait, because honesty hour, I tried that and I found myself every single time I was to get on anybody's social media platform, I am highly impressionable. I know that about me. I am highly impressionable. My mind, the way my mind works, and a lot of times I feel like I'm smarter than a lot of people too. So I could see something that you're working on in your creativeness, and I'm like, bet, I could do that. Oh, bet. That will work perfectly if I know how to. And the next thing I know, I'm all caught up trying to do the thing that somebody else is doing. Am I on purpose? I will convince myself that I'm on purpose. Am I showing up the way that my spirit guides, my ancestors, my God has asked me to show up in this world to fulfill my purpose? Or do I just see another cool, shiny thing happening on a screen, and now I want to do the cool, shiny thing too? Oh, that made me feel really good. I want to do that too. Oh, I could do that too. Oh, I could get in solitude. Get in solitude. Get in solitude. Turn those screens off. Turn those screens off. Turn the screens off. You're watching the screen now. Go watch me to the end. Then turn it off. So seriously, turn these screens off. Sit with yourself. Ground. Put your feet flat on the floor. Grip the earth with your toes. Seriously, open up your hips. Sit in your seat. Put your head straight up so that the sun can do what it does and send down those electromagnetic waves to this catalyst of a body while you're connected to earth, so that you can get quiet, so that you can, one, hear yourself think, and two, you can hear your spirit speak to you as well. Because I promise you, whatever Keisha doing, I promise God don't want you to do it too. I promise God don't want you to do it too. I promise. Are there people out here doing the same thing? Oh yeah. Are they all doing it the same exact way? No. Remember, like when we were in school, we had like a math quiz or a spelling quiz or something like that. Really math. And you know, you got to show your work. Because, you know, we might all get the same answer, but how did you get to that answer? Because the way you get to the answer ain't going to be the way Keisha got to the answer. Well, Teacher Cia is here to let you know. Math teacher Cia. Get in solitude. Get quiet, get grounded, so that you can hear your own spirit team. I'll give you 1 second, and I want to read those cards to y'all out of the book. Because outside of the message, I wanted to chat with y'all about, one, who the fuck I am. Like, who is she? For those who stumble across this and don't know who I am. Why now am I choosing my visibility? Which I kind of feel like you got that. Or why now am I choosing this platform? Which like I said, I feel like we've gotten to that. All right, sorry, I had to set underneath my eyes or it was gonna be wrinkly. Girl, we can't be doing that. You gotta hit that concealer with a little bit of powder. A little loose, a little translucent powder. Or I love this one by, what is it, One Sides? I use the honey one. I have the honey and the pink. Depends on how I'm feeling. All right, real quick, the light card. It was the first card that we got, and it says, this card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light, no matter what's happening around you. Prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck. And it's yours. It's mine, but it's yours because you're watching this. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to the rays of your spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, not a follower, a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Let me read that again. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can surely be seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest and most joyful of memories will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you are emanating. Keep on shining. Boom. What more do we need to say about the sun? What more do we need to say about the sun? I think we got it. Let's move over to the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is color yellow. The sound is rum. The element is fire. And it governs the pancreas and adrenal glands. I didn't know that. Keyword, I can. I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. The solar plexus chakra is located between the navel area, just below the rib cage. It represents power. There's that word power again. Power, vitality, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. The energy center where your emotions and feelings are recorded. This chakra is associated with clairsentience, inner feeling, which is the major psychic reception area. Also, I don't think I knew that. I would always think about psychic reception in my third eye, not my solar plexus, baby. But God, that would kind of make sense, right? That's a portal. Oh my God, that's so crazy. That's a portal. To balance the chakra, you may want to try yoga, dance, and movement, or breath work with color. In addition, be aware of people who drain your energy. Workshops and classes that focus on empowerment will help you open and harmonize this area. Look at Spirit. Spirit's like, go be in the light. Do it. And you having trouble? You're a little stressed about it? Boom. This is how you work it out. Tap into your solar plexus. And when you're there in your solar plexus, move, dance, okay? I said yoga, stretching it out. That's breathing with color. I started this, I did a deep breath. I ain't imagine no yellow. I'm still in my pink era. But come on, yellow. Come on, sun. Come through big ocean energy. Ha. Big ocean energy. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna give y'all a little recap when I'm finished, and then we out of here. The last card was solitude. Hold on, give me a second. Let me find this one. No. No, it ain't that one. And now, give me a second. This book is like, it's in order 1 through 9, but there's like several 1 through 9s. Nope, that ain't it. Is it the Major Arcana? I didn't think it was. Oh, yeah, it is, because it's black, just like the light card. Dude, the card, never mind. It don't even matter. I didn't tell you. For what? Solitude. Stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. The answer you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. Hello. I mean, solitude is solitude, right? Like, how many ways are you going to explain that? But like, I was just saying this. Stop looking at everything else around you. It's fucking commotion. It's commotion. I heard somebody say earlier this year that the reason why these social media platforms are free is because your time is not, your life is not, your mental capacity is not. And they are sucking that shit. Period. They are. They are. That's why it's free. You're giving it to them for free. And they are wiping out dreams. The energy harvesting of the world of them people who do what they do is real. Like, if you're here and you are connected to my energy, you know that already. I'm not the first person to tell you this. It's real. Stop acting like it's playtime. It's no longer playtime. When you become more aware of your soul and your heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source. And you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some alone time to commune with your soul. Also, to give the power 3 times, the power of spirit, the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. What does that sound like? Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. Where are the prompts gonna come from? How are you gonna have prompts from within? I'm sorry, y'all, but when spirit come through cards like this and the message is dead on, who are you gonna listen to? I hope you're listening. I hope you're not wasting their time, my time, and your time, because that's hella expensive and pretty crazy on your behalf. I love you though. I love you. Yes, I don't know why my very first video on YouTube, I came to whoop ass, but I'm really just talking to myself. I'm really talking to myself because I told y'all I woke up feeling like hide everything. And Spirit says, I wish you would. I wish you would play with our time like that right now. I hear you, dog. I hear you. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some alone time and commune with your soul, and also give the power of spirit the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. When it comes to moments of quiet, inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity. It's the quality that counts. The soul constantly draws to itself what it needs in order to learn and grow. Amen. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her experiences, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. Or let me go a little bit further. You take them inner prompts and you shine your light like spirit keep telling you, and you use your own damn experiences and your own stories to help those people around you. When the light shines, nothing remains dark. Remember that. Remember that. That's hot shit. I'm CiaInVenus. I choose now to show up in purpose because, as you can see, that's what spirit is calling me to do. I'm working intently with the land every single day. And through that, it's helping me to remember so much about my divine purpose, about who I am, and why I'm here. So, I want to use this space to come back, to talk, to pull cards, to understand what I'm going through, because if I'm going through it, I'm sure there's somebody else somewhere going through it too. So yeah, I thought I'd be able to finish my makeup on here. As a matter of fact, let me finish it right now. Hold on. Wait, I thought I was done, and I'm not. I thought that was all that spirit wanted me to highlight, but as soon as I stopped and was sitting here doing my makeup, I get meditative. That's why I like art, I like makeup, I like things that will make you quiet so that I can hear my inner thoughts, right? Well, I'm sitting here and guess what comes up? Oh, Shun. She's like, oh, you gonna sit there and keep doing makeup and not mention my name not once? Girl, I did mention your name. So let me tell you about your girl, Ocean. With all due respect, I just talk like that. Babe, I have been in the garden doing what I do. I am not I think I should say, I am not a part of any religions. Definitely not an initiate to any African traditional religions. I admire them, chef's kiss, because those are our people, and I feel like we need to spend time learning that everything that they was trying to teach us about our people was some bullshit, and we need to do it for ourselves. But anyways, so I've been working in my garden, and anybody who works a garden knows that you become one with nature, no matter what that looks like. So something that has been in my garden, when you got glitter on your face and you can't get the glitter off, use a spoolie, and you can take the spoolie and literally flick it off. Not too hard, don't scratch yourself. But yeah, the spoolie will knock off the little glitter bites. Ow, that one was hard. That's gonna leave a mark. You're gonna see that. Anyways, so yeah, I've been in my garden and I have a lot of bees, a lot of bumblebees, a lot of pollinators, because they're pollinating the flowers. And the more time you spend in nature, because you know, people see bees like, oh, mom, I got a bee. Even my kids are like, oh my God, there's bees out here. And I'm like, everybody calm down, take a breath. Okay. Those are our, like, literally our friends. Those two bumblebees, they come here every day and they help us grow the food in our garden. So they won't bother you as long as you're not bothering them. And they don't. I go out there every morning like, what up, BB? Bumblebee. What up, BB? How you doing? How your sister Belinda? Hey, girl. So y'all think because I'm doing my thing, and literally they buzz, they say hi, and they mind their business. Same with me. So I thought that was interesting, me learning this relationship with bumblebees, only for our family to be out in nature a ton right now. And I find myself at basically like a riverside, a creek riverside, and I'm telling my daughter, you know, she asked what was I doing. I was like, oh, I'm saying a prayer and I'm giving thanks to Oshun. And she's like, who's Oshun? My daughter's 4. Very sassy. Very, very on point that this is the child who asked me to teach about Oshun. And I'm like, well, you know, Oshun is an Orisha. If you were to ever understand African traditional religion or hear about it, you know that Oshun comes from their teachings, and it was taught. Now, again, I'm no initiate. I've heard Apatiki stories, but I don't know, like, you know, like somebody else may know. And I'm like, yeah, so what I do know is that, you know, God created different Orishas to rule over nature, right? To invoke the power of a source of nature. And for Oshun, it's the sweet waters, the rivers. And you know, she's a baby, so she likes sweet waters. And she keeps saying, sweet waters, sweet waters. And I'm just like, yeah, the sweet waters. So we thank Oshun for the sweet waters, because there were a time when the men told Oshun that they didn't need her sweet water. And she took it away. And there was dry. There was no sweet water. And she's like, oh no, no sweet water. I'm like, I know, oh no. And, you know, we thank Oshun for bringing her water back and letting us play in it and have such joy. And that was the day. Well, lo and behold, a couple of days go by. I really gotta get out of here. A couple of days go by. And now I'm talking to my 2 oldest children. And it's more of a talking to, okay, real stern. Because I need them, it's about how they're showing up. How they're showing up physically, how they're showing up in their bodies, how they're showing up around our home. How are they showing up? And today it's very much like, oh, y'all about to get this lecture. So it started at home, into the car, all the way to the park. And at the park, you know, there was still evidence of how y'all are showing up. Like, look, like, why do we have this with us? Why do we have this dirty thing with us? This is how y'all are showing up. Like, this is how you want to represent your body, whatever. That's a story for some parents. Black women, why not hold it? It's okay. Because the lips be dark and we be needing to like, because we're melanated. So make it, you see that? Like now I ain't got black on the inside and like we're melanated. So I'm at the park and I got a bunch of books out. And one of the books that I have out is Spiritual Herbalism by the great mother, Karen Rose, right? And my younger son, he's flipping through the book and he lands on one of the orishas, one of the males. And not this one, but I just want to show pictures. And you know, we're kind of talking and I'm like, yeah, you know, that orisha protects your father and da 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 da. And they're like, really? Who protects you? And I'm like, well, God protect me, baby. they all do. But I want to be clear with my kids and let them know, like, mommy's not an initiate to anything. So I don't have an orisha who like guides me per se and protects me per se. So, but I've always felt a close connection to a lot of the orishas. One of them being Yemaya, because I'm a mother and I feel like her energy shows up in my life a lot. And another one is Oshun. And as soon as I said that, the page opened right up to her picture. So my oldest daughter is like, who is that Oshun? Is it like Greek mythology? Is she Greek? And I'm like, no, African. I was like, so these things can be parallel to one another as different energies, goddess energy. Like, she was like, oh, well, tell me more. So I go to tell her more and I was like, well, let me start reading this. And as soon as I start to read it, it talks about how Orisha Oshun of the sweet waters, and here comes my little 4-year-old, sweet waters, yes, the sweet waters, is the wife to 2 different Orishas, Ogun and Shango. And it says that Ogun symbolizes strength and warriorship, and Shango symbolizes power and kingship. Being married to Oshun highlights that beauty and confidence are necessary to enter into relationship with our warrior and, this word again, powerful selves. Power. For the 4th time, that word has surfaced. The beautiful and sensual Oshun inspires us to greater harmony and acceptance of our beauty. Whenever we call her, she asks us to prioritize ourselves and our self-care. We summon Oshun to help us find our queendom. She wears a crown and sits on the golden throne. She is royalty. So, and then I kept reading, but it really just came to me how that light, to shine that light, you have to be confident. It has to be done confidently. And to know that we are all beautiful in our own right? And in order to really master our sense of power, our sense of purpose, you have to have confidence. Confidence in the beautiful self that you are and stepping towards that light. I love that message. I love that message for my children. I love that message for myself. I love that message for y'all. I want you to clearly understand what I'm here, how I'm showing up, and to know, shine your light, babe. Shine your light. Hopefully next time I get up here, I can get more into why me, why now, if you don't know. But if not, hey, it is whatever spirit says it is in the moment. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Cia, also known as CiaInVenus. You can catch all of my little links, not too many, down below. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you could book a consultation. I have free consultations right now just to see where you are in your life, where you want to go, and if I am the right conduit to help you do so. Also, you can check me out on Substack, where I'm writing a lot of my personal reflections, thoughts, essays, just about who I am, where I came from, where I'm going. Very silenced individual when I first entered the world, just by design. Nobody's fault. It was just by design, so that I could learn how to become liberated, free, fairly speaking my goddamn mind. So thank you again for tuning in. I hope that message blesses you in one way or another. And until next time, au revoir.